Welcome to the world of change management. Picture Thesan iceberg floating majestically in the ocean. Now imagine it transforming before your eyes. Not by magic but by applying an incredible theory. This theory has reshaped organizations worldwide. Welcome to Kurt Lewin's change theory. Picture Lewin as the architect of social psychology, his framework known as the unfreeze change refreeze model. This approach to behavioral change within organizations has stood the test of time, providing insight into how we can better understand and catalyze change in various environments. Lewin's model hinges on two pivotal types of forces: driving forces that propel us towards transformation, and resisting forces that hold us in place. If the desire for change overpowers resistance, then, and only then, can true change blossom. If these forces reach a standstill, so too does our ability to evolve. Imagine an organization as a solid block of ice. To morph that block into a new form, a complete thawing or unfreezing of its very structure is necessary. It's an overhaul that requires a deep dive into the very beliefs and values that underpin current practices. This is the first critical stage, firmly grasping what needs to shift within the organization's foundation. Once this is established, the path to actual change commences, involving everyone from top-tier management down to individual team members. The plan must be articulated clearly across the entire organizational spectrum, spurring unity in thought and action. Resistance should be expected, but with a solid plan and ample motivation for change, it can be effectively navigated. After the change is initiated, it requires swift and decisive steps. This phase is in many ways like a collective plunge into a frigid swimming pool, a shock to the system, but one that needs to be embraced fully for the organization to seamlessly adapt together. And finally, comes the refreezing, a time to cement this new state into the fabric of the organization. This last stage determines the longevity of the changes implemented. Future-proofing by updating contracts, handbooks, or training manuals may be necessary, ensuring new recruits and existing members alike will move within the confines of this new structure. Imagine applying Lewin's time-tested model to boost attendance at team-building events within a company. Initially, one would explore the company's core values, pinpointing the prime time to host these team-building events. Then, the change phase would involve a communication plan that sets out the rationale behind the scheduling decisions, a nod to the importance of team cohesion and reflecting company values. Finally, we reach the rewarding refreezing stage, where participation in these events would be recognized and celebrated, with the organization taking proactive steps to schedule subsequent events, cementing them into the corporate culture. Applying Lewin's change theory isn't an overnight endeavor. It demands meticulous planning, open communication, and above all, consistency. Skipping steps or failing to integrate these elements fully will likely result in confusion, half-hearted implementation, and a lack of permanence in change efforts. Now consider the applicative power of Lewin's model in personal contexts as well. Reflect on the values driving your habits, look at the transformation through a positive lens, and devise strategies to make these changes a consistent reality in your life. Remember, change isn't always straightforward or rapid, but the insights of Lewin's change theory offer a roadmap that can guide us through the challenging yet rewarding journey of transformation. Before we conclude, I encourage you all to engage more deeply with this channel. If you subscribe, hit the like button, and ring that notification bell, you'll stay on the cutting edge of practices just like Lewin's that can reshape your life, your work, and the organizations you're a part of. As we wrap up, ponder upon how you might employ Lewin's change theory in your own life. What's your next step towards significant transformation? Share your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. And for those who found valuable insights in this video and wish to express gratitude, there's a way to refreeze that appreciation. The link in the description offers you the chance to tip proportionally to the value you've received. Stay tuned for more thought-provoking content, and I'll see you in the next video. Greetings, ambitious go-getters. Ever pondered the sheer simplicity of the cosmos? What if I told you that the complexities you perceive are really nothing but our own convoluted creations? Stick with me, and you're about to dive into a mind-bending journey that might just challenge everything you think you know about the universe around us. Let's tackle a fundamental question. Why do we assume the universe is a myriad of puzzles waiting to be solved? Well, it seems to be human nature to search for explanations. An explanation, by its most essential form, is converting what we observe into words or numbers. We describe, we categorize, we dissect with the ultimate aim of exerting control over the subject. Yet, wasn't it established that controlling the world is perhaps not our most profound yearning? If the purpose of dissection, description, and then control doesn't align with what we truly seek, then maybe, just maybe, we've been chasing the wrong rabbit. Consider the flower. When a botanist lays bare its internal processes, we stand in awe at the complexity, admiring the supposed brilliance behind its creation. But let me challenge that. Is it really complex, or does it become so only when we attempt to encase it in the cobweb of words? Words are a clumsy vehicle, and the process of nature is fluid, self-sufficient, and unbothered until we decide to chop it up for analysis. Delving into any subject with a keen blade of intellect can lead to infinite subdivisions. Every piece we label is a step further into an abyss of details. It's reminiscent of the saying about big fleas having little fleas. The cycle of exploration is unending. At some point, we believed that atoms were the limit indivisible entities only to discover they too could be cleaved. Thus, a paradox emerges. The more we dissect, the more convoluted everything appears, because in truth, the act of inspection introduces complexity. Ladies and gentlemen, this relentless endeavor of cutting up reality has given us incredible knowledge. It's the bedrock upon which our technologically advanced society stands. This progress has translated into tangible benefits. The relief from a visit to a modern dentist versus the tortures of old, sophisticated home heating, or the advancements of medicine. Yet, there's a hiccup in this tale of progress. The ceaseless stimulation of novelty fades into the mundane, and before you know it, we're in a loop, fixating on new problems, perpetually dissatisfied. What's truly intriguing is that this sense of déjà vu might not be a fluke but an indication of our very existential nature of reality. A dance of concealment and revelation, akin to the ebb and flow of tides, or what Eastern philosophy dubs the cycle of manifestation and withdrawal. It's a breathtaking cosmic game of hide and seek, where with every microsecond, through every atom in your being, you're experiencing the grandiose in and out of existence. Now, herein lies a revelation. What if the perceived diversification is but an illusion, your own play? When you chop reality into bits and pieces, remember, my friends, it is you wielding the knife. What you dissect into complexity is none other than your simple, singular existence. There are countless individuals racing after an ambiguous goal they call success. But step back for a second and ask yourselves, what does success truly mean? Perhaps, it's not an external mountaintop to be reached but an internal realization that all you seek, you already possess. But wait, once you come to terms with this perspective, once you grasp that there's nothing out there to realize because everything is already here, what's the next move? It's not a cue to disengage or dismiss life's marvels. Life, gentlemen, is a self-celebration. When you gaze upon the night sky, with its stellar fireworks, know that it rejoices in its own existence. Life is an exuberant festival, an outburst of uncontainable joy. Understanding this invites you to embrace reality not as a complex challenge meant for your intellect to dissect but simply for the pleasure of experiencing. To witness the glint of sunlight on water, the rustle of leaves, the tactile earth beneath your feet without the need to label, categorize, or dissect, that is a liberation. Now, if you found this exploration through thought profound or intriguing, imagine what else we have in store. If you thoroughly appreciated this video, you have the option of showing your appreciation. You'll find a link in the description where you can provide a gift proportional to the value you've received here today. And before you embark on your next adventure, ponder this vital question. What insights from our exchange today are you going to integrate into your own life? Are you ready to look at the universe with fresh eyes, to remove the veils of complication we so often intertwine with existence? Thank you for joining me on this intellectual voyage. For more deep dives and paradigm shifts, be sure to subscribe, like and hit the notification bell. Who knows what truths we'll unravel next on our quest for wisdom, financial prowess, and the sheer power of the divine masculine. Remember, knowledge isn't just power, it's freedom. Until next time, keep thriving, keep questioning, and never stop learning.